If you're a West Virginia fan and you watch the spring game and you're not excited about our offense, you need to check your pulse. Our offense is going to take a big step forward in 2021. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? It's me again, Golden Blue Dude, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I do videos just like this every single day. Y'all knew, me being a West Virginia fan, whenever the spring game rolled around, I had to cover it. I didn't get to go there in person, but that's okay, because to be honest with you, that's like a 10-hour drive. That'd be a long drive. But I do make that drive for home games every once in a while. Great atmosphere on game day. So today we saw some good offense for West Virginia, something we haven't seen for a while. I'm very excited. We have a big-time quarterback battle going on in Morgantown, a lot closer than I realized. This was the annual Gold-Blue spring game for West Virginia. Gold did edge out the blue team 38, but I want to focus on the quarterbacks and the first string. Jarret Doege was for the Gold team, and he did score on 2 out of 3 drives, and we saw a new wrinkle to him, the zone read option. On the first drive, Leddie Brown wasn't all that effective, but in the second and third drives, because that was all the drives the first team was going to get, he really started to heat up. He became a factor in those second and third drives, and the Gold team scored touchdowns on both of those drives. And one of those drives was a zone read option by Jarret Doege. That's something new. I'm pretty excited about that, and a lot of fans were actually complaining about that the past 2 years. They wanted to see more zone read. Well, guess what? We're going to see it this year. Now, for the blue team's defense, they did get to Jarret Doege twice. They sacked him twice. Akeem Mesidor and Vandarius Cohen, they are looking legit. I think our defensive line will be the strength of our defense this year. But I also liked what the other 2 quarterbacks did as well. Garrett Greene had a 51-yard pass. That particular drive stalled and they had to settle for a field goal, but that's a good sign right there. His second deep ball was actually picked off by Daryl Porter Jr. So not great for the quarterback, but at least our defense had an interception. So there's always a good side and a bad side to something. And with Garrett Greene, there was way more zone read option, and it was with Avarius Sparrow, and they were very effective. They also had a touchdown off a zone read, and they did it a lot. So this might be a 2 quarterback situation with Garrett Greene and Jarret Doege, and they both can run the zone read option. I think Garrett Greene was just a little bit more effective. And Avarius Sparrow is letting Leddie Brown know that he better produce this year because he's waiting in the wings. We have great depth at running back right now. Even the third string quarterback, I use third string, but it is so close, guys. Will Crowder, he had a 65-yard touchdown pass. This guy has an arm on him. So as a West Virginia fan, I was very, very pleased to see the offense producing the way it was producing. And the defense was doing nice as well. It's not like we just have a bad defense and the offense was scoring on them. No, they were getting pressure and they got an interception. So they did what they were supposed to do as well, but our offense is looking really, really good right now. I was very happy with what I saw. I think this year we're going to see a lot more points in our games. I think our defense will be fine. Not as good as last year. I'm not going to lie and say our defense is going to be elite like it was last year. It's not, but it's still going to be good. I think if our offense can put up 30 points, that's a win for West Virginia. We will win that football game. But it won't be like last year where 20 points might be enough to win the ball game, because last year's defense could hold teams to under 20 points quite easily. This year we are going to have to score more points, but that's okay because it looks like our offense will do just that. One thing I don't understand are these fans that are mad that Neal Brown got extended. You guys should be jumping for joy. West Virginia is headed in the right direction. The trajectory is actually steep. It's not like slow. It was a big jump from the first year to the second year, and West Virginia is going to be even better in 2021. I'm pretty excited about this football season. I will definitely be going to the Texas game, and I'm going to try to go to the Virginia Tech game. We'll see how that works out. Here's what West Virginia's 2021 football season looks like. We start off the season actually on the road at Maryland. Maryland's not going to be all that great. Maryland might get to a bowl this year, but I think that's Maryland's ceiling. After that, we get Long Island, easy win, and we get Virginia Tech at home. I think that's going to be a pretty good win. I think West Virginia will look really, really good against Virginia Tech. I think that could be like a 2-touchdown, possibly 3-score win for West Virginia. So we'll go to Oklahoma 3-0. I think that's a loss. I think we'll be competitive at first, but Oklahoma is just too deep for us right now. We're not quite there yet. After that, we get Texas Tech at home. I think we get revenge on the Red Raiders this year. Then at Baylor. Baylor's getting better, but West Virginia is still a good ways above Baylor at this moment. After that, at TCU. That's actually going to be a tough road game. That's going to be a battle. I think West Virginia is good enough to beat TCU, but it wouldn't surprise me if TCU beats West Virginia, especially since it's at TCU. Keep your eyes on that game. After that, we get Iowa State at home. Iowa State is head and shoulders above West Virginia right now, but it is in Morgantown, so that gives West Virginia a chance to beat Iowa State. We'll see how the Cyclones look going into that game, and I'll be able to make an accurate prediction. After that, we get Oklahoma State at home. I think that's a win for West Virginia. Oklahoma State underperformed last year. I think Mike Gundy is feeling the heat. I think that's a win for West Virginia. After that, a road test at Kansas State. Kansas State also going to be much better. That's going to be a tricky road game. Then we finish off the season with Texas at home. That's a win. And at Kansas, that's a win. So I'm thinking that West Virginia will either go 8-4 or 9-3. And that's another step from the year before. You can't expect to be Big 12 title contenders within 3 years. It takes steps. And as long as we take another step forward, we are good to go. I am extremely pleased that we extended head coach Neal Brown. It looks like West Virginia finally learned their lesson from the mistake that they made with Rich Rod. A lot of people don't realize this. Rich Rod left because West Virginia would not grant his wish to pay the assistant coaches more. I don't care what stories you heard. That's the actual truth. So this shows me that we did learn our lesson, and if the head coach wants his assistants to be paid a little bit more, we're willing to do that. So his contract runs through 2026 now. He's making just under $4 million, and West Virginia has made a commitment of another $4 million to his assistants. Great things are coming in Morgantown. That's all I got for you for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next show.